In this video, I'll show you how to add custom product fields to your Framer store using Frameship, just like the ones you can see on screen. I'm Georgia from Insert Frame. Let's go. So what is it? The custom product list component lets customers fill in extra information when they add to cart. So think things like delivery dates, if wrapping options, custom text, embroidery options, engraving. You can gather specifications, what size, material, anything that's super custom to your store. You can gather the information with this new personalization input. So let's look at the options that you've got. Let's go into field config and you'll find field type. We've got short text, long text, dropdown, buttons, checkbox, and date. So now let me show you how to add this component into your project. So the first thing we need to do to add this input is open the Frameship plugin, go to Components, Product, scroll down to find Personalization Input, and we'll drag this into the project. Now the next thing that we'll do is we'll connect to Shopify data. And now we'll go into field configuration. The first thing that we have to do here is go into label. And we just have to name this input. So we can call it something like gift message. And we just have to make sure that if we have multiple instances of this one personalization input, that we have a different name for each one. So if we had one that was a dropdown and one that was a text input, we just name them different things. Something else that I'll note is that this name here will actually appear above this component. We can also change the font styling of this input, and we can change the text color. There's a few options for this. Now for visibility of this input, we actually have a few options. We can show it for every product that we have in our store, or we can show it for selected products. And all we need to do here is add the slug for the specific product that we want to show this personalization input for. If we want to go deeper than that, we can actually do it at the variant level. And if we go selected, here we'll add our ID for that specific variant. So we can find that by going into products and variants inside the Frameship plugin. And here we've actually added this handy tooltip so that if you go slug and variants and press the drop down, you'll be able to find the IDs for each of the variants of your products. So for example, if we only wanted to show this personalization input for club wristbands, we could just do that for this specific product. But if we wanted to go deeper and we only wanted to show it for the specific color of wristbands, we could also do that by adding the variant ID. And if we wanted to do that, we just simply copy and paste the ID in here, and that's it. It'd be connected to that variant. If we choose short text, we have a few more options of input types. We have text, email, password, number, phone number, and URL. There's a layer style setting on the outer wrapper of this component. This controls the background, border, radius, padding, and margin. So if we go into layer style, we can actually set the margin, padding, and radiance within the component, and we can just set fit content for both width and height for this component. We can also choose if we want to have this input as required. So you can set yes or no, and this will also add an error message if it's not filled out, and you can completely customize that error message if you would like. Now when it comes to cart, the custom field data gets passed through automatically. But if we want to display it in the Framer cart, you just need to do one extra step. So I'll take you through that now. So I'm just within my cart component, and I'm just going to click into my cart, and I go into my cart list item. Now here you can see that we've already got some text with variables attached to them. All we're going to do is the same thing, but for the personalization input. So a really easy way to do this, especially if you've already got an established store, is we just copy and paste this text variable. We'll remove the current variable, and we'll go content, create variable, plain text. We can name it personalization or custom field, whatever one feels more natural to you, but it has to be one of these two. Perfect, so now this will show within the cart so that your customer can double check they've entered the correct personalization. And that's the custom product list component. I hope you found this helpful, and until next time, happy building with Frameship.